Welcome to Lesson 4 of Module 1 on personality types. Personality's role in classroom management. Objectives. Teachers will be able to 1. Understand the role personality plays in classroom management. 2. Describe each personality type. And 3. Identify their own personality type. Let's start with the definition. According to the dictionary, personality is a combination of qualities that forms a person's nature, disposition, temperament, makeup, persona, psyche, and identity. Psychologists who try to tease out the science of who we are define personality as individual differences in the way people tend to think, feel, and behave. Why explore your personality? Your personality and teaching style will be instrumental in how well you implement your plan in the classroom. It is critical that you design a plan that works well with your personality and teaching style. Otherwise, your plan will fall apart from the start. The most widely accepted of personality traits are called the Big Five. They are openness, conscientiousness, extroversion or introversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Let's take a moment to explore each trait and determine which ones apply to your personality. Openness. Openness is shorthand for openness to experience. People who are high in openness enjoy adventure. They're curious and appreciate art, imagination, and new things. The motto of the open individual might be variety is the spice of life. People low in openness are just the opposite. They prefer to stick to their habits, avoid new experiences, and probably aren't the most adventurous eaters. The next trait is conscientiousness. People who are conscientious are organized and have a strong sense of duty. They're dependable, disciplined, and achievement focused. You won't find conscientious types jet-setting off on round-the-world journeys with only a backpack. They are planners. People low in conscientiousness are more spontaneous and free-willing. They may tend towards carelessness. Conscientiousness is a helpful trait to have as it has been linked to achievement in school and on the job. Next, we have extroversion or introversion. The more of an extrovert someone is, the more a social butterfly they are. Extroverts are chatty, sociable, and draw energy from crowds. Extroverts tend to be assertive and cheerful in social interactions. Introverts, on the other hand, need plenty of alone time. Perhaps their brains process social interactions differently. Sometimes introversion is often confused with shyness, but the two aren't the same. Shyness implies a fear of social interactions or an inability to function socially. Introverts can be perfectly charming at parties. They just prefer solo or small group activities. Agreeableness. Agreeableness measures the extent of a person's warmth and kindness. The more agreeable someone is, the more likely they are to be trusting, helpful, and compassionate. People who are less agreeable may come off as cold and suspicious of others, and they're less likely to cooperate. The last trait is neuroticism. People high in neuroticism worry frequently and easily slip into anxiety and depression. If all is going well, neurotic people tend to find things to worry about. In contrast, People who are low in neuroticism tend to be emotionally stable and even killed. Now that we have taken a look at all of the big 5 traits, take a few seconds to reflect on which ones apply to you. We will revisit these traits by the end of this lesson. We are now going to take a look at the 4 main personality types. Type A, the go-getter. Type B, relaxed and social. Type C, the rule-abiding perfectionist. And finally, type D, distressed and sensitive to others. Remember, each person is unique, but may exhibit stronger personality traits from one of these types. Knowing these 4 personality types will help you understand why people react and respond the way that they do. This then will help you communicate with others more effectively and understand them better. For each of the 4 main personality types, I will cover both the positive and negative aspects. As you listen to the lesson, you may relate to one of these personality types more than the others. It's good to know which type it is, and this will help you understand why you act and react the way that you do. First up is type A, the go-getter. They like to push the boundaries and get outside their comfort zone. These people can be workaholics and they push themselves with deadlines. They are also eager to help others. Type A people are often more stressed and anxious. They have less job satisfaction and may change jobs often, believing that the grass is greener somewhere else. These people can often feel less satisfied in other areas of life, such as health or relationships. Type A people can be very status conscious. They can be impatient because they value time highly. This is what type A people look like in the classroom. These are the people who arrive early, stay late, or both. Every minute of the day counts. They never procrastinate. They always plan ahead. Type A people multitask. Everything must be in order. The classroom is laid out for success before students enter. And finally, they use every minute of their planning time. Next, we have the type B personality type. They are relaxed and social. Type B people are more tolerant of other people. They often have many friends and a great social life. They excel in social situations, find it easy to relax with others, and enjoy themselves. Type B people find it easy to have fun. They are often more perceptive and pick up on other people's emotions. However, they are also emotionally stable within themselves. They are very patient, and it is this combination of qualities that lead to type B people becoming very good therapists, writers, actresses, or actors. However, type B people may not achieve their full potential because they are less ambitious, more relaxed, and laid back. They can procrastinate and leave things to the last minute. They need the pressure of a tight deadline to spur them into action. Being less aware of time can cause them to be late for meetings and appointments. These people can also find it hard to decide on a course of action. This is what type B looks like in the classroom. They're more relaxed, less detail-oriented. They really don't plan ahead of time. They're a little less organized than our type A personalities. They procrastinate a lot, but they are able to roll with the punches. They are also good at building relationships with students and other staff members. Next, we have the Type C personality type. Type C are the rule-abiding perfectionists. Having a routine and focusing on one thing at a time is important for Type C people. Any disruption to this can be stressful or frustrating. They also like a sense of stability and security and will make decisions based on logic rather than emotions. Type C people can be deep thinkers. Type C people are often bogged down in detail in making things perfect. As a result, they might miss a deadline or spend too long on task. They can feel overwhelmed when there's too much going on and may need time alone to process things. They need time to make decisions so they can get all the facts and details beforehand. This is what the Type C personality looks like in the classroom. They stick to the rules of the school system. They always plan ahead. Type Cs know the subject matter inside and out. They are perfectionists. They are consistent with all of the rules, procedures, and consequences of the classroom. And finally, they like having a daily routine, and they don't like disruptions. Finally, we are at Type D. Type D personalities are distressed and sensitive to others. Type D people often feel isolated, lonely, and negative. They experience more negative emotions than the other personality types, but won't share those emotions with others because they are afraid of rejection. Instead, they suppress their emotions by keeping them inside. Type D people often worry and might feel pessimistic and gloomy about life on occasions. Here is what the Type D personality type looks like in the classroom. They can be very friendly and helpful towards other staff members and students. The job of being a teacher can also be very stressful and overwhelming to this personality type. However, they do show some resilience. Type D people can be loners, therefore you won't see them socializing in the school building. And finally, they can lack confidence in their skills and abilities. We have reached the end of Lesson 4. Here are 2 questions. 1. Take a moment to reflect on the information outlined in this lesson. Write down at least 3 traits about your personality. 2. Which personality type describes you the best? You may have more than one. Please be honest with your responses to these questions. They will help guide you when you do the next lesson on teaching style. Your answers will also guide you when you devise your classroom management plan. Be sure to jot down your answers in the space provided in the workbook.